Hello everyone, I'm Mike from the Masters of the Code, and in today's video I will show you how you can prepare your custom ROMs based on Samsung stock ROM on the device itself using some automatic scripts and pack it into zip file. Also, you will be preparing some second zip file with the patches, and then you will be able to go to TeamWin Recovery and apply those zips onto your device. Remember to subscribe my channel if you haven't already done that, and remember, resistance is futile. You will subscribe if you like it or not, and you will get notified about my future videos also. And check my previous video about configuring change root environment on Android, because it will also be needed to proceed with that video. Below that video you have first link for the archive with resources needed by that tutorial, and also some links for Amazon with devices I use. I've talked a little more about it in the previous video, so also check it out. Okay, so let's get started. I will show you what is required to proceed with this tutorial. Of course, you will have to have rooted Galaxy device, and the best option is to use Magisk. BusyBox already installed, and of course that change root environment I've already talked about before. And what you will get after configuration: first, automatic way to generate or firmware version based on stock Samsung firmware on the phone itself, and some extra scripts for automate firmware patching. I have also supplied some patches for S9 Plus and also S9, because the patches should be the same, and also possibility to add your own patches also working on the phone itself. So now is the part we will look how to configure it all on device. You should first start the change root environment like I showed you in the previous video. Then we will go to the Termux application here. Also remember, you can also use Sshdroid and connect to SSH to your phone for doing that also, if you don't like to do it on the phone itself. We should switch to the root account. Then we will just unpack the script and SD card. You should send the script you have linked below the video to your internal SD card, and then you should unpack it under like you see under data local directory. For me it's my default Termux directory, so when I start change root it is inside that directory. Then we can enter that unpacked directory, and like you see, you have some tools here and the install.sh script. So what is important here, you have some path where those scripts will be put, and it's the path inside that data local mnt, so inside change root. Once more mnt, because inside change root we have that mnt directory, and we have, like you can see here, a micro SD folder. So the path should skip that beginning of it and should be relative to the mnt directory. Also, I could use SD card 0, but I don't want to put it on my SD card. It would be faster. So if you have a lot of space at your phone, at your internal memory, you can choose your internal SD card instead of micro SD. But I will use micro SD because those scripts will generate some files, will unpack Galaxy S9 stock Samsung ROM. So it will use some space, so it's good to have at least 10-12 gigabytes of free space in the location when you will put it. So I will have it under micro SD card. Okay, and let's get back to that installation script. So inside my micro SD card, it will create Codemasters directory, and it will put some tools there, some scripts. and the second variable force install all. If I would put 1 here, it would copy all of those tools despite it could been already there. So it's good option to force it for some reason. And also it will put some tools inside change root itself to the user source directory. It's usr src under change root, and also some binaries under change root. Here actually we will have the binary for converting sparse image files from Samsung stock ROM to the ordinary images in ext4 format, and also it will install some packages in change root, and we only need the libLZ4 tool to be able to unpack some stock ROM files also. So I can just start it right now. Okay, I had already that package installed, so it's quick, but you will probably will have to wait a while here to get it installed. Okay, and now I can get back and remove that firmware build directory. You can also leave it here because it could be useful later also. Okay, now it's the part for downloading firmware. So you should go to the once again, maybe I will show you. You should go to the sammobile.com firmware, put your device code name here, and you should click from the list and then push search button, and then you should have all firmwares for your device. You should filter by your country. You can also download for other country because there is only difference in CSC codes. I will use also firmware for my country but unbranded, so it's XEO code. And then you can just scroll here and click on the latest version, and you have then some link to downloading it. Also, it will take some time, so if you don't have premium account at SamMobile, it will take like 3.5 hours to download it, because it's 4 gigs big, and but the good news is you can do it at the background, so you can download it at your phone, and then when you have it downloaded, you should transfer it here. So you should put it under the directory with first also we should enter the change root environment, and then you can see that we have that codemasters directory. Also, if you've changed it in install script, you will have different directory here, and inside it we have ROM directory and vendor dash ROM directory also. So you should put the firmware here. I have also exactly the same directory already created. It's tools directory. It has all of those subdirectories as in codemasters, but I have my firmware downloaded here. So I have the last firmware I've just showed you and the previous firmware. So it's for Android Pie. Okay, and when we have that done, we can go to that directory with ROM and then scripts, and inside it we have some scripts to prepare the custom firmware. And the most top one script is prepare-rom.sh, and that script just need one parameter. It's the firmware archive downloaded before. But also worth mentioning, maybe I will open it in Vim, and what is important here, that is, it will just call some other script here. It's prepare zip.sh, and after it, it will try to patch firmware and prepare the second zip, as I've already told you. So if you are using it on S9, S9 Plus devices, it should work. And for other devices, for now you can just skip it. So you can just comment that section, all that if block. You can comment it for now, and it will just prepare one zip file for other devices. And I will show you in the next videos how you can adapt that script and patches, so you are also able to use it at other Samsung devices, previous devices, and also on the other devices than Samsung. Okay, so we will quit for now. And also what is important here, you don't have to check it for the Galaxy S9, but for the other devices you should check the directory inside def. So you have def block directory, inside you have platform directory, and inside you have some serial numbers for devices. So it's for internal memory, some micro SD card, and for Galaxy S9, for internal memory you have that directory, and inside it you have by name directory. How you can be sure that you have correct one? Because if I enter other directory, I don't have by name directory, and also in that by name directory I have names of all partitions on my device. So you can compare it, and you should have such names as radio, recovery, boot, and other names. And most crucial partition here is BOTA 0. It's the main bootloader partition for Samsung devices. And also less important but important also is BOTA 1. It's the partition for a second part of the bootloader, cm.bin file, and it's for fingerprint reader. So when you have those two partitions flashed correctly, your device will work. And when you have flashed that BOTA 0 partition correctly, you are always able to roll back to original Samsung stock ROM using Odin. So you can switch to the download mode on your phone and use Odin to recover. And if you will break that partition, you will possibly break your phone and you won't be able to recover it yourself. So it's important to check it. Okay. And right now I will also tell you about that subdirectory. You have S9 prep firmware here, and that part has some own script, prepare zip sh, and that is script for preparing your own custom firmware based on Samsung stock firmware. And important part here, because I will be talking about details in next videos, but important part for now, if you are not using S9 devices, is a flash dash part here, and that part has defined some matchings. First, you have part of the firmware. You have bootloader part for bootloader, application part AP for the boot system, vendor, and other application files. You have CP, it's the modem and your radio part of the firmware here, and also CSC, it's the part that has some options for different regions, so for different countries. So here you have also that part. And if you will enter some template directory, and that directory, it's the template for preparing that zip file, flashable under Tmun recovery. Inside the directory you will have update binary, and it's the main script that is run under Tmun recovery under flashing, during flashing that firmware. So here we can check also same variable. So as you can see, exactly the same variable. So it should be put here exactly the same as it is in the previous script. And also really important, destination directory for deploying the firmware. And as I've already showed you, it should be a directory with serial of your device here. Okay, so now I will show you how you can run it, because it's on the micro SD card, or even if it's on the internal memory, it's exFAT file system, not X4. So it has no executable permissions, so you have to use bash. Also you have to switch to the parent directory, and you can use bash with prepare-rom.sh script, and supply the directory you have your firmware downloaded to. So for me it will be tools rom vendor -rom and the file with the newest firmware. And after launch it, I will make it quick for that tutorial. You will see it when you will launch it and your device. I will just skip it, and I will show you some logs. Remember that you have it under code masters or other directory, as you've already configured in install.sh script. So if you left it, it's code masters, and if you've changed it, it will be some other directory. And I have in tools directory rom logs, and I have 2 logs here for previous version and for the latest version here. And in the latest version, I should use less commands to show it actually. And inside it, it is the full log from executing that script. So as you can see, we have some unpacking here, and then we have some checks. So if it's unpacked correctly and then put under that special temp directory created from template directory, so it's 0 here, and if it's 0, it's good to go. Okay, so it's important that you have proper exit codes here to check it, because it means that you have properly prepared zip file for flashing other TeamWin recovery later. Okay, so now it's the time to switch to the TeamWin recovery, so we can flash that custom ROM prepared before. For that, I will hold the power button here. I will push the power off icon, so the device will turn off. And worth mentioning here is that for going to the recovery, we should use the power button together with Bixby button and the volume up button all together. And also you can use other combination. It's a power button with Bixby button but volume down button to go to the download mode in case of some failures, so then you can revert the changes or recover your device using Odin. So now we will use those three keys with volume up button all together, and as you can see, we are in TeamWin recovery, and now we can go and use install option, and as you can see, I'm inside the external -SD, it's external SD card, in tools folder. You should probably go to the Codemasters folder or any other folder previously configured. So we have zips folder inside, and in that folder we have our generated ROM files together with patches file. And also worth mentioning is I will use the latest firmware here. It's CSB9. During making the first part of that video, there was only CSB3, as you can see at the top, available, but later there was also CSB9, so I thought we should use the latest one, so I will use that one. And the main part is the bottom one, as you can see, with TWRP at the end. We will also add more zips here. The second zip, which is zip with patches. You should only use that for S9 and S9 Plus devices, the Exynos version, and for other devices I will show you how to customize the scripts in the future videos. So you should stick to the first one only. And also we will add some more zips, but this time we will use some third-party Magisk zip, so it will allow Magisk to already root your device. So after flashing the ROM, the device will be already patched, which is also the great feature, because you won't need to do it later. And now we can use the we can swipe here, and we will get our firmware flashed together with patches, and after that also the Magisk part. Okay, so as you can see, everything is flashed. So now we can push reboot system button, so the phone will reboot, And also in my scripts there is a part responsible for removing current Dalvik cache. So you will see that after booting you will get those files regenerated. But it's the same like in the regular OTA updates also. I've also skipped the part with unlocking my SIM cards and my phone, which is obvious. And now we can check in the options about phone and software information that we are on the latest patch level here. So as you can see, we are at the latest patch level here, so it worked. Once again, remember to subscribe my channel if you haven't already done that, because you will be notified about my future videos. Also remember to check my previous video and check the links below the video. You have some good Amazon offer. I've already talked about it in my previous video, how you can use it. And that's it for now. So thank you for watching. Bye.